It's Patrick, founder of Screenplay app, the app for student screenwriters. Every week I recommend a new screenplay for you to read to get a better understanding about the art of screenwriting. This week's recommended read is the classic Children of Men. If you haven't seen this film, you already know what I'm going to say. Stop what you're doing right now. Go see if it's on Netflix. Go see if it's at the video store. Wait, there's no video store anymore. You know what I mean. Go online and find it. I do recommend you read the screenplay first if you can, because the screenplay was just so well written. One particular detail about the screenplay is how there's not too much exposition. I've talked about this before. Being too expositional, it could be a crutch for writers. This story is so fast-paced. It's always moving forward. It's an adrenaline rush. And the writers do a great job at moving the plot forward without the characters telling you what's happening. We are automatically planted in this world. As soon as the story starts, we are in this world. There's no backstory as far as how we got here. There's no stories about the characters, who they are. You eventually learn about these characters through the action. One particular thing that the screenplay does very well is, even though it's not too expositional, we don't have the characters, the main characters, explaining what's happening. What we do have is the writer puts little inklings of what happened. How did we get here in this world? You'll find things in news articles. As far as there's a news broadcast, you may see a news anchor talk about something that's very related to what's happening now in the story as well. It gives you a backstory of what happened. This was done so great. Not one time did I feel things was too expositional. Characters wasn't beating me over the head with, oh, this is the world we are in. This is how we got here. It just felt so natural. I never felt lost. I always knew what was going on. How did we end up here? Children of Men, I can't praise it enough. It's one of those stories where I wish I came up with. There are a lot of stories where I read or I watch, I think to myself, this is amazing. How come I didn't come up with this story? Children of Men definitely has a cult following, although I don't believe it's as popular as other films such as The Matrix and Terminator. If you're into films, screenplays, and art in general, you'll know about Children of Men. It is one of those films where it's timeless. I believe so. It doesn't get as much praise as other science fiction films. It definitely deserved it. You have to see it. And of course, the direction was so good. The screenplay was already well written, and the director brought a certain aspect to it where it elevated an already beautiful story. The visuals is just amazing. This one particular scene in the car, I don't want to give too much away. It's a chase scene. It's amazing. This is definitely one of my favorite stories altogether. It's one of my favorite films. I know you're thinking I say this every week. What can I say? This is a recommended read portion of the channel. I recommend screenplays that I like. Naturally, it's going to be films that I like also. And yes, there may be occasions where I recommend a screenplay just to teach you a particular thing that did not work with it. I haven't done that yet. So far, it's only been screenplays that for films that I really like. Children of Men. It's a great read. You have to read it. After you read it, let me know what you think. If you've seen the film, let me know what you think about the film. I will link the screenplay for Children of Men in the description below. Remember, this is for educational purposes only. If you're thinking about writing your first screenplay, go to your favorite app store, download Screenplay app today. The link is in the description below. And remember to always have fun writing. Fade out.